Let me tell you something right now. You are not weak. You are not average. You are not meant to sit on the sidelines of life watching other people win. You have power. Let me tell you something right now. How you start determines how you finish. You don't walk into a room whispering if you want people to listen. You don't step into your dreams hesitating if you want them to come true. And you sure don't wake up every morning playing small if you want to live big. So I'm going to ask you a question, and I need you to answer it. Not out loud, but deep inside your soul. You know how powerful you are. I'm not talking about surface level confidence, not the kind that looks good on Instagram. I'm talking about that unshakable, undeniable power that comes from knowing no matter what happens, I will not break. I will not quit. I will not be defeated. Because let me tell you something. Life is coming for you. And if you don't know who you are, if you don't know what you're capable of, the world will decide for you. But not today, not anymore. Because today you're going to wake up to your power. Today you're going to remember that everything you need, the strength, the vision, the discipline, is already inside you. You don't have to go searching for it. You don't need permission to use it. You just have to make a decision right now to step into it. So here's the deal. If you're ready to stop sitting on the sidelines of your own life, if you're ready to stop waiting for the right time, the right opportunity, the right approval, then stay with me. Because by the end of this, you won't just feel powerful, you'll know it. There's a voice inside your head, and you know exactly which one I'm talking about. The one that whispers, you're not ready. The one that says, what if you fail? The one that reminds you of every mistake, every rejection, every time you fell short. That voice is the enemy. Not your past, not your circumstances, not even the people who doubted you. The real battle is happening inside. And if you don't take control of that voice, it will take control of you. Think about this. How many dreams have died, not because they were impossible, but because someone believed they were? How many people never became what they were meant to be simply because they let that voice talk them out of trying? But let me tell you something. That voice, it's a liar. Because the truth is, you are stronger than you think. You are more capable than you give yourself credit for. The only reason doubt exists is because deep down, your potential is so great that fear is trying to stop you from seeing it. But today, we silence that voice. From this moment forward, you don't feed your doubts. You don't entertain your fears. You remind yourself every single day, I am built for this. I am ready for this. I will not let doubt steal what is meant for me. Because the moment you stop listening to the enemy in your mind, you start becoming unstoppable. Every single day, you are making choices. Some of them are big, some are small, but all of them are shaping your life in ways you don't even realize. The problem is, most people don't think they're making choices. They think life is just happening to them. But let's get one thing straight. Where you are right now is not because of luck, not because of fate, and not because of somebody else's decision. It's because of your choices. And that is a powerful truth. Because if your choices got you here, that means your choices can take you anywhere. But the real question is, what are you choosing? Are you choosing growth, or are you choosing comfort? Are you choosing to push through, or are you choosing to quit? And are you choosing to believe in your power, or are you choosing to listen to your fear? Because every time you say, I can't, every time you say, maybe later, every time you settle for less than you deserve, you are making a choice. But here's the good news. You can make a different one. You can wake up tomorrow and decide, I'm done playing small. You can walk into any situation and say, I may not have all the answers, but I refuse to let fear decide for me. You can take control of your life the moment you take control of your decisions. Because let me tell you something. Powerful people don't wait for permission. They don't wait for the right time. They don't wait for someone to tell them they're good enough. They decide, and once they decide, nothing can stop them. Fear is the most loyal enemy you will ever have. It will show up uninvited every time you try to step into something bigger. Every time you dare to believe in yourself. Every time you stand on the edge of greatness. It whispers, what if you fail? It reminds you of every mistake, every setback, every reason why you shouldn't even try. And here's the thing, most people listen. They let fear make the decision. They trade their dreams for comfort, their purpose for security, and their power for excuses. But let me tell you something, fear is a liar. Fear is not a wall, it's a door. And on the other side of that door, everything you've ever wanted. The most powerful people in the world aren't fearless. They just refuse to let fear stop them. They feel the fear, they acknowledge it, and then they push through anyway. Because they know something most people don't. Fear is a compass. If something scares you, it means it matters. It means it's worth doing. It means it's pulling you toward the next level of who you're supposed to be. So the next time you feel fear creeping in, don't run. Don't shrink. Don't let it convince you to play small. Instead, look it dead in the eye and say, thank you for the warning. Now watch me do it anyway. Because faith and fear, they both ask you to believe in something you can't see. The difference is one will set you free and the other will keep you trapped. And you are not made to be trapped. You were made to be powerful. So which one are you going to choose? Every single day you are faced with decisions. Some seem small, what time you wake up, how you spend your free time, what thoughts you entertain. Others feel bigger, whether you chase that dream, whether you take that risk, whether you step up when it's easier to stay silent. But let me tell you something, there are no small decisions. Every choice you make is either pushing you forward or holding you back. There is no neutral. The most powerful people in the world, they don't wait, they don't hesitate. They don't waste time overthinking. They make a decision and they own it. Because here's the truth. Indecision is a decision. When you don't decide, when you sit on the fence, when you tell yourself maybe later, you are deciding not to move forward. You are choosing to stay stuck. And let me be real with you. Success doesn't come from wishing. It doesn't come from hoping. It comes from action. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for more confidence, more motivation, more proof that things will work out. Make a decision. Decide to go all in. Decide to show up. Decide to believe in yourself, even when it's uncomfortable. Because the difference between the people who live their dreams and the people who don't, it's not talent, it's not luck, it's not connections. It's that one of them decided and never looked back. Pain is life's greatest teacher. It doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care about your plans. It shows up unannounced, and when it does, you have two choices. Let it break you or let it build you. Most people run from pain. They avoid it. They numb it. They complain about it. But the truth is, pain is not your enemy. Pain is proof that you are growing. Think about it. Every time you've leveled up in life, every time you've become stronger, wiser, more resilient, what came before it? Think about pain, the struggle, the setback, the disappointment. It wasn't there to destroy you. It was there to prepare you. Because real power doesn't come from an easy life. It comes from being tested. It comes from walking through fire and coming out stronger. It comes from learning that no matter how bad it gets, you can keep going. So don't waste your pain. Don't ask, why is this happening to me? Instead ask, what is this teaching me? Because if you let it, pain will make you unstoppable. It will make you fearless. It will remind you that no challenge, no setback, no loss can ever take away what's inside you. You are not broken. You are not defeated. You are in training. And the next time life knocks you down, remember, this pain isn't the end. It's the beginning of your next level. Your mind is the most powerful weapon you will ever have. But like any weapon, it can either protect you or destroy you. It all depends on how you use it. Right now, there is a battle happening in your mind. A war between the person you are and the person you could be. A war between your dreams and your doubts. Between your power and your fears. And here's the truth. Whatever you feed will win. If you feed your doubts, they will grow. If you feed your excuses, they will multiply. If you keep telling yourself, I'm not good enough, I'm not ready, I don't have what it takes, then don't be surprised when life starts proving you right. But the same is true for your strength. If you feed your confidence, it will grow. If you train your mind to believe in your own power, that power will start shaping your reality. Because every single day, you are programming your mind, whether you realize it or not. So what are you telling yourself? Are you speaking life into your dreams, or are you talking yourself out of them? Are you using your mind to build your future, or are you letting it keep you stuck? You want to change your life? Change your thoughts. Start telling yourself, I am powerful. Say it before you feel it. Say it until your mind has no choice but to believe it. Because once your mind believes, your life will follow. Everything you see around you, every invention, every success story, every empire started as an idea. Someone had a vision, a thought so strong it refused to stay in their mind. They saw something before it existed. And because they believed in it, they made it real. The same is true for you. Your life is being shaped right now by what you see in your mind. Your vision is either pulling you forward or keeping you stuck. If all you see is struggle, doubt, and failure, then that's exactly what your life will reflect. But if you start seeing success, strength, and power, even before it happens, then life has no choice but to catch up. His vision is the blueprint for reality. You will never build something you don't first see. So the question is, what are you looking at? Are you focused on what's missing, what's wrong, what's holding you back? Or are you focused on where you're going, who you're becoming, and what's possible for you? Because here's the truth. People don't fail because they lack talent or opportunities. They fail because they don't have vision. They never took the time to see themselves as winners, as leaders, as powerful. They never imagined the life they truly wanted, so they settled for the life they thought they could get. But that's not you. You have the power to see beyond your circumstances. You have the power to imagine a future so strong that it pulls you toward it. And once you see it, truly see it, nothing and no one can take it from you. Dreaming is important. It's the spark that ignites the fire. But the truth is, a dream without action is nothing more than a fantasy. And here's the harsh reality. Dreaming doesn't change your life. Doing changes your life. You can sit there and imagine the life you want. You can visualize the success, the abundance, the freedom. But if you don't take the steps, if you don't make a move, all that dreaming is just daydreaming. Most people think they need to wait for the perfect moment to act. They wait for the stars to align, for the right opportunity, for the right feeling of motivation to hit them. But let me tell you something. The perfect moment never comes. You have to create it. You have to step into it. It's the small actions that matter. It's waking up every day and doing the work even when you don't feel like it. It's showing up even when the results aren't immediate. It's pushing through the moments of doubt, the moments of fatigue, the moments where you wonder if it's worth it. Because success isn't one big leap. It's the thousands of small steps you take every single day. And each one of those steps, no matter how small it seems, is moving you closer to your goal. The most powerful people don't wait for permission. They don't wait for everything to be perfect. They take action even in the face of uncertainty. They trust the process. So stop sitting on your dreams. Stop waiting for everything to line up. Step forward. Take action. Every single step you take is a step toward the life you've been dreaming of. And I promise you, every single one of those steps counts. The people you surround yourself with have a greater impact on your life than you might realize. They shape the way you think, the way you feel, and ultimately the way you act. You're either being lifted up or pulled down by the people in your circle. There is no in between. Think about it. When you're around people who are motivated, who are driven, who are constantly pushing themselves to grow, it rubs off on you. You start believing you can do more. You start thinking bigger. You start acting with purpose. But when you're around people who are stuck in their ways, people who are constantly complaining, people who don't believe in anything greater than what's in front of them, you start to feel it too. Slowly, that energy starts seeping into your own mindset. You begin to think smaller. You begin to doubt yourself. You begin to settle for less than you deserve. And here's the hard truth. You can't rise higher than your circle. The people you keep around you are either pushing you toward your greatness or holding you back from it. This isn't about judgment. This isn't about cutting people off just for the sake of it. But if you want to be powerful, if you want to be the best version of yourself, you need to surround yourself with people who challenge you, who inspire you, who demand more of you. Ask yourself this: who are the people around you right now? Are they lifting you up or are they dragging you down? Are they encouraging you to be better or are they keeping you comfortable? You can't afford to let negativity or complacency take root in your life. If you want to grow, you have to find people who are already where you want to be. Find mentors, find friends who push you, find a community that inspires you. Your circle isn't just a group of people, it's a reflection of where you're going. So choose wisely, because the right people will elevate you in ways you never imagined. There is a massive difference between living for immediate pleasure and living for long-term purpose. Instant gratification is everywhere. It's in every advertisement, every social media post, every temptation that pulls you away from your goals. It's so easy to choose the easy path, the one that gives you quick satisfaction but offers no lasting fulfillment. But here's the thing: success, power, and fulfillment aren't built on fleeting moments of pleasure. They are built on the foundation of discipline, sacrifice, and the ability to say no in the face of temporary satisfaction. You see, everyone wants success, but most people aren't willing to pay the price for it. Success isn't just about showing up when it's easy, it's about showing up when it's hard. It's about doing the work when no one is watching. It's about making the tough decisions, like turning down distractions or late night temptations, because you know your future is worth it. The most powerful people in this world aren't those who gave in to every whim or desire. They're the ones who made sacrifices to build something meaningful. They knew that every moment of discipline, every moment of doing the hard thing, was a moment invested in their future. And this isn't just about work or finances. It's about your life, your health, your relation. Are you willing to make the hard choices now to invest in the future you want? Or are you going to settle for comfort and convenience in the short term? Because the truth is, the more you choose comfort, the less powerful you become. But the more you choose purpose, the more you choose what's going to serve you in the long run, the more you grow, the more you win. When you live for purpose, the things that truly matter in life, your growth, your happiness, your legacy, are the things that keep you moving forward. And yes, it's hard, but the reward, it's worth everything. Rejection is one of life's toughest challenges, but it's also one of its greatest opportunities. It stings, it hurts, it makes you question your abilities, your worth, your place in the world. But here's something I want you to understand. Every no you face isn't a dead end, it's a redirection. Every rejection, every failure, every setback is part of the process. You see, the world doesn't hand you success on a silver platter, it forces you to earn it. And often that means facing rejection along the way. But rejection doesn't define you. What defines you is how you respond to it. You can let rejection stop you. You can let it defeat you, make you doubt everything you've worked for, and convince you that you're not cut out for success. Or you can use rejection as fuel. You can let it drive you to work harder, to improve, to get better. Because the truth is, rejection often means you're doing something right. It means you're pushing boundaries, taking risks, and stepping outside your comfort zone. And let me tell you, if you're not facing rejection, you're playing it too safe. You're not taking enough risks. You're not aiming high enough. The people who succeed don't succeed because they've never been rejected. They succeed because they don't let rejection stop them. Every time they hear a no, they use it as motivation to get closer to their yes. Every no brings them one step closer to the opportunity that's meant for them. So don't take rejection personally. Don't take it as a sign that you're not good enough. Take it as a sign that you're getting closer. Take it as a sign that you're on the right track, because rejection is not the end, it's the beginning of something greater. Every no you face is simply preparing you for the yes that will change your life. Keep moving forward. Keep believing in yourself, and know that rejection is just another step towards your breakthrough. You are not meant to live a life of mediocrity. You are not born to simply go through the motions, to survive, or to exist. You were born to thrive, to create, to achieve, to leave a mark on this world. And that requires pushing past the ordinary, stepping into the extraordinary, and deciding that you won't settle for less than your absolute best. The truth is, most people never reach their full potential. They settle into comfort, they coast through life, and they never truly tap into the power they hold. Why? Because they believe the lie that greatness is for other people, not for them. But here's the truth. Greatness is in you. It's not some far-off dream or something reserved for a select few. It's inside every one of us. The difference between those who achieve it and those who don't is simple. They don't give up. They don't quit when it gets hard. They don't let obstacles stop them. Greatness isn't about being perfect. It's not about having everything figured out. It's about showing up every single day with the intention to give your best. It's about committing to growth even when it's uncomfortable. It's about pushing your limits even when you're afraid. You've got to stop waiting for the right time to be great. The right time is now. The right time is the moment you decide that you won't let fear, doubt, or complacency hold you back. The moment you say, I am meant for more and I will do what it takes to get there. Greatness requires sacrifice, it requires discipline, it requires a refusal to be average. It's not about being the best at everything, but about being the best you can be. And that's the choice you need to make today. Are you going to settle for ordinary, or are you going to step into your greatness? Because I'm telling you right now, there is nothing stopping you but your own belief in what's possible. You have the power to make your life extraordinary. You just have to choose to go after it, to put in the work, and to believe that you are capable of achieving it. Greatness is not a dream, it's your destiny. Success is not a straight line. It's not a smooth, predictable journey from point A to point B. No, success is messy. It's full of twists, turns, setbacks, and unexpected challenges. And most people get discouraged by that. They think that because they face difficulties, it means they're doing something wrong. But the truth is, difficulty is part of the process. It's a sign that you're pushing your boundaries. It's a sign that you're growing. You see, when you push yourself to new heights, you'll encounter obstacles. That's not a failure, that's progress. You're not meant to have a clear, easy path to your goals. The journey is full of uncertainty, and that's where the magic happens. It's in those tough moments when you feel like you can't keep going that you discover your true strength. Most people give up too soon. They face a few setbacks and they decide that success isn't for them. But what they don't realize is that the breakthrough is often just around the corner. They're one step away from their success, but they quit right before they cross the finish line. And here's the key. You have to embrace the struggle. You have to see every obstacle as an opportunity to learn and grow. And every time you overcome a challenge, you're building resilience, wisdom, and confidence. These are the qualities that will carry you to your goals even when the road gets rough. It's easy to celebrate when everything's going well, but real power comes from pushing through when things aren't going your way. Real power comes from showing up even when you feel like giving up. Real power comes from being persistent even when the results aren't immediate. So don't fear the struggle. Don't shy away from the hard days. Embrace them, because the obstacles you face today are preparing you for the success you'll achieve tomorrow. Every struggle, every setback, every challenge is just another step toward the life you're meant to live. Keep pushing forward, because your success is built on the foundation of your resilience. You have dreams. You have goals. But dreams without a plan are nothing more than wishes. You can wish all you want for success, for happiness, for fulfillment. But if you don't take action, if you don't create a roadmap for where you want to go, you'll find yourself stuck, wondering why nothing is changing. Let me tell you something. Goals without action are just empty words. It's the doing that makes the difference. The most successful people in the world don't just set goals, they map out the path, step by step, and they move relentlessly toward them. Having a dream is powerful, but it's only powerful when paired with clear, deliberate action. If you want to achieve something, you need to break it down. Break your big dreams into smaller, achievable tasks, and then execute. Each small step you take is a piece of the puzzle that brings you closer to your ultimate vision. Don't make the mistake of waiting for motivation to strike before you start. Motivation comes from movement. It's the act of starting that sparks momentum. You don't need to have everything figured out from the beginning. You just need to take the first step, and then the next. But you can't just take random action. You need focused, intentional action. You need to ask yourself, what is the next thing I can do that will move me closer to my goal? It's not about doing everything at once. It's about consistency. It's about daily effort, even when it feels small, because over time, those small steps compound into massive results. So get clear on your vision. Set your goals, but don't stop there. Create a plan, take action, and make progress every single day. It's in the doing that dreams become reality. Success doesn't come from hoping, it comes from doing. And the more you do, the closer you get to the life you've been dreaming of. No one achieves success alone. It's easy to think that the successful people you admire got to where they are by themselves, that they did it all on their own. But the truth is, no one does it alone. You need people who believe in you, people who challenge you, people who help you grow. You need a network, a team, a support system. The most powerful people know the importance of relationships. They understand that the right people can propel them forward while the wrong people can hold them back. Success isn't just about your own skills or talents. It's about the people you surround yourself with. Take a moment to think about the people in your life right now. Are they supporting you? Are they helping you grow? Or are they keeping you stuck? The energy of the people around you can either lift you higher or drag you down. And if you want to reach new heights, you need to surround yourself with people who inspire you, who challenge you, who push you to be better. This doesn't mean you have to cut people out of your life, but it does mean you have to be intentional about who you allow to influence you. Seek out people who elevate you. Find mentors who can guide you, peers who can collaborate with you, and friends who can support you. Build a circle of people who encourage your growth, who believe in your potential, and who hold you accountable. In business, in life, in personal development, your network is your net worth. And the connections you make today will shape the opportunities you have tomorrow. So stop trying to do everything on your own. Don't be afraid to ask for help, to lean on others, to share your vision with people who can help you make it a reality. Together you'll go further. Together you'll be unstoppable. You are the product of the choices you make every single day. The habits you form, the decisions you make, and the way you show up in your own life shape your future. Every small choice, every action, every thought, whether you realize it or not, is either moving you closer to the life you want or keeping you where you are. Most people live on autopilot. They let their circumstances dictate their actions. They make decisions based on what's easiest. And they don't realize that they are in complete control of their outcomes. But the truth is, you have the power to change your life by changing the choices you make. It's easy to blame external factors for where you are in life. It's easy to say, I'm stuck because of my job, my family, my situation. But real power comes from taking ownership of your choices and realizing that you don't have to be a victim of your circumstances. You can take control and make a decision to change. Your choices are the stepping stones to your success. Every time you choose growth over comfort, discipline over laziness, focus over distraction, you're building the life you want. But it takes commitment. It takes the willingness to do what others aren't willing to do. It takes the ability to make decisions that serve your long-term vision, even when it's hard in the short. And here's the thing, these choices don't have to be huge, monumental decisions. Often it's the small daily choices that compound over time and lead to the biggest transformations. What you eat, how you spend your time, who you spend your time with, how you talk to yourself. These all add up. So don't leave your future to chance. Be intentional with your choices. Choose the actions that align with the person you want to become, not the person you are right now. And remember, every choice you make is an investment in the life you're building. Every choice, no matter how small, is shaping your destiny. Choose wisely, and the life you want will start to take shape. Fear is the biggest thief of dreams. It stops people before they even begin. It keeps them in their comfort zones, convincing them that stepping outside is too risky, too uncertain, too dangerous. But here's the truth. Everything you want, everything you're capable of becoming is on the other side of fear. Fear will always be there. You can't outrun it, you can't ignore it, and you can't wish it away. But if you squash fear and lace it with motivation, then what you can do is learn to move forward in spite of it. The most successful people aren't fearless, they just don't let fear control them. They feel the fear, acknowledge it, and then take action anyway. Fear whispers lies in your ear. It tells you that you're not good enough, not ready enough, not smart enough. It tries to convince you that failure is the end of the road. But let me tell you something, fear is a liar. It exaggerates the risk and downplays the reward. It wants you to stay exactly where you are because it thrives on comfort and familiarity. But you weren't built for comfort. You were built for greatness, and greatness requires stepping into the unknown, taking risks, and doing things that scare you. Think about the times in your life when you've grown the most. It wasn't when things were easy. It was when you faced challenges, stepped into discomfort, and pushed past your own doubts. The only way to conquer fear is to face it. Take action before you feel ready. Speak up even when your voice shakes. Step forward even when your legs feel weak, because every time you do, you take away fear's power. You prove to yourself that you can do it. And the more you do this, the stronger you become. Fear will always exist, but it doesn't have to control you. The question is, are you going to let fear dictate your future, or are you going to take control and push through it? Because on the other side of that fear is the life you've been dreaming of. The only way to reach it is to step forward despite the fear. And when you do, you'll realize you are always stronger than the fear itself.